Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Affirmative Talk Show. Definitely, if you like this video, please do me a favor and go to actually my YouTube channel, Affirmative Talk, and my Instagram, Affirmative Talk, and on Facebook. If you watch me on Facebook, Affirmative Talk, and you can hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so that way you can get updated on new content that's going to be coming your way. So, Affirmative Talk, we talk about all things dealing with sports news. We deal with reality news and we deal with some pop culture as well. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about LeBron James. LeBron James on how he called out the media on how no one asked him any questions in regards to Jerry Jones. If you don't know about the situation with Jerry Jones has been scrutinized based off on a picture. Now, the picture is very damaging to Jerry Jones. The picture shows Jerry Jones in the back of the crowd of a bunch of white boys that are surrounding black boys. And if you don't know the history of this photo, it is when segregation was starting. And the white boys did not want any black people to be segregated with other white students in the classroom. So this is why the white boys were going after the black boys, because they did not want any black people attending their school. But LeBron James called out the media. A round of applause for him for that. He called out the media, and we're going to get into it in the topic of this conversation. So stay tuned.
Hey, experience can't be bought. This the energy you want. Yeah, this affirmative talk. Hey, destined for greatness, that's for certain. Time to build your life with purpose. Build your self-esteem and courage. Right now, it's a lifestyle, that's for sure. Good vibes and meditation from a real life coach. Let them know. Affirmations help to make a better you. Got you feeling incredible. Affirmative talk, come on through, let's go.
That's how we get down on the Affirmative Talk Show. We're going to just tell the truth. We don't care who likes it. We don't care who doesn't like it either, because we're going to keep it real. So on today's episode, I want to talk to you about LeBron James. And in this video, I want you to listen to this video. LeBron James, it's a post-game interview LeBron James did. And it is quite alarming to some people. But if you follow the history of LeBron James, he does tackle things that deal with racism. He does tackle things that are controversial. But he's very calculated now. He's calculated to put himself in such a position where he does get backlash, but where it doesn't affect his bottom line, which is his money and his endorsements. So he is actually coming at the media, and the media didn't even ask him any questions in regards to the photo of Jerry Jones. So he brought this upon himself to use this position of his power, of his platform, and who he is, to say, why no one asked my thoughts on it? But everyone wanted to ask my thoughts when Kyrie Irving had retweeted a tweet of a movie and a book that is out. So I want you to listen to this, and I want to see if I can actually get a part of this. Let me see. Oh, here we go, right here. And we're going to share it right now and listen to what LeBron James says when he calls out the media. And let me put out a disclaimer. The disclaimer is actually in the caption. I do not own the rights of this video, but this video is being used for research purposes to be able to explain to my audience about the situation.
I got one question for you guys before you guys leave. I was thinking when I was on my way over here, I was wondering why I haven't gotten a question from you guys about the Jerry Jones photo. But when the Kyrie thing was going on, you guys were quick to ask us questions about that. Okay. Hold on. And I don't even want you guys to say nothing. When I watched Kyrie talk
Talk your talk, LeBron. He said he don't even want your guys to say something. So as you can see, somebody in the media tried to cut him off and wanted to ask a question or wanted to say something in regards to what he said. But he's taking control of his platform right now. He said, no, don't cut me off. I don't even want y'all to say something because y'all had Apple time over a week to say something or ask me questions in regards to Jerry Jones, and you didn't.
He says, I know who I am, but I want to keep the same energy when we're talking about my people and the things that we've been through. And that Jerry Jones photo is one of those moments that our people, Black people, have been through in America. And I feel like as a Black man, as a Black athlete, as someone with power and a platform, when we do something wrong or something that people don't agree with, it's on every single tabloid, every single news coverage. It's on the bottom ticker. It's asked about every single day. But it seems like to me that the whole Jerry Jones situation photo, and I know it was years and years ago and we all make mistakes. I get it. But it seemed like it's just been buried under like, oh, it happened. Okay, we just move on. And I was just kind of disappointed that I haven't received that question from you guys. Appreciate it.
Say what you want about.
Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. It's not even a funny matter. And I'm laughing. It's a sarcastic laugh because LeBron James is absolutely correct. He's absolutely correct. And why is he correct? He's correct is because you have the media. They want to cover what they feel they want to cover. And as LeBron James said, when Kyrie made mention, is that the same way that y'all calling me out on my platform, trying to cause harm to my job and the way I feed my family, and as far as causing me to lose some endorsement deals, one of them is Nike. When Nike, Phil Knight, CEO of Nike, came out and they took all of his shoes from off all the stores, and he said that they are relinquishing Kyrie Irving from Nike. And let me tell you why I have a problem with that. It's because Kyrie Irving repeatedly has said that I do not hate any ethnic group. But also Kyrie Irving said, as much as y'all quick to try to judge me and my character, I want y'all to use that same energy when you find out information of other people that are not Black. And LeBron James put it so plain, is that I find it quite ironic that y'all was quick to ask me all type of questions in regards to Kyrie Irving. But when it came to Jerry Jones, and LeBron James said it, that even though this is something that happened probably over 40, 50 years ago, but still it happened. And then I hear Stephen A. Smith, when he came out and he made a statement on ESPN First Take, and he actually stood up for Jerry Jones. He said that, hey, be careful that you don't open Pandora's box. And he said this on his podcast, is because you don't want to be judged or ostracized based off on a picture. And he said, we don't know what was the deal with Jerry Jones being there just because of a picture. But let me educate you, Stephen A. Smith. You're highly educated, and I'm highly educated too. Graduated summa cum laude. And let me tell you something, is that the audacity and the ignorance of that statement, if you know anything about Black history and what we as Black people have been up against, let me bring you down memory lane of that Pacific incident. Now, what the cameras and what no video that's been brought out yet will tell you about that incident is that those white boys were centered around Black children who they was trying to enter into the school because they was trying to do segregation. But then you had a bunch of white people, as Jerry Jones was in that white group, that stood and stand their ground in what they felt. They did not want any black people entering into that white school. And what the cameras and what the video did not show is that they pushed those black boys, those black children down the steps to prevent them from entering that school. Now, let me ask you a question. Just a rhetorical question, Stephen A. Smith, the media, is that why no one is talking about that situation and just calling it for what it is? If you are a part of a miss of a situation, Jerry Jones, wouldn't you agree that you are part of the problem? Because if you didn't agree with the black people or the black children being a part of that school, why was you in the picture? Why was you around those other white boys? Because if you did not agree and you wanted black people to join that school, guess what? You wouldn't have been around in that crowd. Oh, okay. We're talking about Jerry Jones. I'm being rhetorical here, okay? We're talking about Jerry Jones, okay? Remember the situation with Colin Kaepernick? Do y'all remember when Colin Kaepernick took a knee? He didn't say anything negative. He took a knee when the national anthem was being played. And he educated people is the reason why he took a knee. Because this was when a lot of certain things that were funny was happening, where cops were shooting black people, unarmed black people, and shooting first and ask questions later after they kill them. Oh, I remember, right? Jerry Jones is the same person that threatened his players that play for the Dallas Cowboys and say that you bet not take a knee. And if you do take a knee, it's going to be consequences. We're going to cut you. And you're not going to be able to play, because standing for the flag of the United States of America means more important to me than any type of bullshit cause that I feel that Colin Kaepernick is bringing confusion and division into the NFL league. Oh, Colin Kaepernick actually won when they went to court because they ruled in his favor that he had grounds to take a knee. But Jerry Jones threatened his players to not take a knee. And if they did take a knee, it was going to be consequences. Let me tell y'all something, man. If you don't wake up and see the discrepancy on how the media get to pick and choose who they want to talk about. No, they don't want to talk about Jerry Jones. It's because he's white. They don't want to talk about Jerry Jones. It's because he's an owner, a billionaire owner. They don't want to talk about Jerry Jones. You don't want to have sponsors. You don't see sponsorships and everything like that are taking away their sponsorship or partnership with Jerry Jones, like they did with Kyrie Irving. But you have Stephen A. Smith. He speak up out against Kyrie Irving. He speaks up and talk about it. Then you have Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal talking about, oh, he a dumbass about Kyrie Irving. But none of them are talking negatively about that picture of Jerry Jones. I want to leave room for thought. If we had that same energy, if the media used that same energy that they would use on Kyrie Irving and use that same energy on Jerry Jones, we would call that a leveling playing field. But one thing about black people and what we have endured for hundreds of years is that we have never had a leveling playing field. We have never had a leveling playing field based off on our skin color. We have never had a leveling playing field when it comes to pay rate. You know how you have some people that are not black that get paid more in a specific field, and then when people are black and they have probably even more experience than that person that is not black, that is probably white, they get paid more, and the black people don't get paid more. That's not a leveling playing field. But guess what? That is not a popular discussion or conversation that we want to have. And if you do talk about that type of stuff, then guess what? They will try to ostracize you out. Guess what? They will try to ice you out. They will try to freeze you out. They'll try to play the make the blame game that guess what? You are hard head. You are knucklehead. You are causing confusion. But guess what? Nah, bruh. Nah, bro, I'm going to speak the truth on my platform. If you don't like it, you don't have to like it. You don't have to follow my platform. But what I'm going to do on my platform is talk about the real shit is what's going on these jobs, the real shit that's going on within these major corporations, because somebody needs to talk about it. Don't you find it quite odd when Malcolm X talks about it? Guess what? He ended up getting killed. If you think that he was just killed by a black person, you are sadly mistaken. Know your history. If you don't think that this stuff is real and important to talk about, and you had Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. that died on what he was trying to do, you don't think that people put their lives on display to be harmed so that we can have equality in this country. But nobody don't want to really have these real conversations because they are afraid. They don't want their jobs to fire them. They are afraid because they don't want to be labeled as a knucklehead or as a dumbass. But I'm here to tell you right now, listen with a third ear and watch with a third eye how nobody is having these conversations about Jerry Jones. And let me tell you something. Jerry Jones has been racist for a long time. For him to use his platform and threaten every NFL player that played for him on this team and told them and said it in the media that I encourage my players that they're not going to take a knee. They don't need to take a knee. The flag means so much to us. Guess what? It means so much to y'all, white people, because it don't mean a lot to us as black folk. You know what? You know what? You know what? Guess what? You can't counsel me because I'm going to always speak the truth. And that's what we do on the Affirmative Talk Show. I don't care who don't like it. We speak the truth and we're going to call it what it is. Everybody was coming for Kyrie Irving ass. This man lost sponsorships deals off just of retweeting a damn tweet. And they want to chop his damn head off. But we have a white old rich man that has evidence of a picture that he was a part of the problem back in the days where you talk about racism. But guess what? Nobody don't want to talk about it. Like LeBron James said, nobody don't want to ask no questions to LeBron James about how does he feel about Jerry Jones, that Jerry Jones picture. And it's worthy of playing that episode again. I'm going to play that interview again. And I want you to listen with LeBron James and what he's saying with a third ear. I want you to watch his mannerism with a third eye because he brings out evidence of he's trying to prove a point to the media. Y'all are unfair. Because what we as black people have been through for hundreds of years, and how y'all try to sit there and flip the script on Kyrie, and then all of a sudden when evidence come out of a white rich white man that's sitting here that was part of a problem with dealing with racism, and then all of a sudden nobody don't wants to talk about it. But we're talking about it here on the Affirmative Talk Show. Listen to this interview, what LeBron James said again. Listen to it.
I got one question for you guys before you guys leave. I was thinking when I was on my way over here, I was wondering why I haven't gotten a question from you guys about the Jerry Jones photo. But when the Kyrie thing was going on, you guys were quick to ask us questions about that. Hold on. And I don't even want you guys to say nothing. When I watched Kyrie talk and he says, I know who I am, but I want to keep the same energy when we're talking about my people and the things that we've been through. And that Jerry Jones photo is one of those moments that our people, Black people, have been through in America. And I feel like as a Black man, as a Black athlete, as someone with power and a platform, when we do something wrong or something that people don't agree with, it's on every single tabloid.
Talk your shit, LeBron.
Every single news coverage. It's on the bottom ticker. It's asked about every single day. But it seems like to me that the whole Jerry Jones situation photo, and I know it was years and years ago, and we all
because he's a white rich man.
But it seemed like it's just been buried under, like, oh, it happened. Okay, we just move on. And I was just kind of disappointed that I haven't received that question from you guys. Appreciate it.
There you go, LeBron. I wanted to play that again. Let me tell you something. I have had some disagreements with LeBron James over the years, but I'm very proud of what LeBron James did there. Yes, he didn't have to do it, but in a way, he needed to do it. Let me tell you why LeBron James needed to do that. Because like he said, that I'm not just a Black man, I'm a Black man with power. And I know what I say, it will ruffle some feathers. I know because I'm a Black man with power, I've been put in a unique position to speak out against the racism and the inequality that I see on a consistent basis. Did you hear what LeBron James said? He said, it's ironic to me that when a Black person does something that some people don't agree with, white folk, is that it's ostracized all on social media. It's ostracized all on the news. It's talked about every single day until they get tired of talking about it to try to ruin a person, a Black person's character and integrity. Right? But it's funny how we don't have that same energy when we see negative photos of people, but nobody don't want to talk about that. Until the United States of America start playing a leveling playing field for all ethnic groups, not just specific ethnic groups, but all ethnic groups, it is very important for this country to start playing fair amongst all color of people. And when we start doing that, things will start getting better gradually, not immediately, because there's been a lot of pain, there's been a lot of hurt, there's been a lot of death, there's been a lot of hanging, there's been a lot of shooting that's been going on. It's because of a color of a person's skin. That takes time. But somebody of power from a Black person needs to speak up about this situation, because that's what levels the playing field. And if we had more Black powerful people in position like LeBron James to be able to have the courage of his convictions and to speak up against the negative inequality and what's going on full display, we'll keep having the same cycle every single time. Do me a favor. Like this video if you agree with it. Like this video if you support the Affirmative Talk Show. Hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel. Hit that bell notification so that way you can be notified of new content that I'll be bringing your way on a consistent basis. And remember, If you don't have the courage to stand up for what is right, then what is your purpose? What is your purpose? I've always been a black man to stand up, even if I have felt that I had to stand up alone. You will not disrespect me. You will respect me. You don't have to like me, but you must respect me. And I'm going to call it out for how I see it. I didn't go to school and have several degrees just for nothing. I didn't read books and know about the history of what's going on just for nothing. I wanted to educate myself. I wanted to be able to speak intelligently and be able to cipher what the real problem is. Y'all take care until the next video, and always stay blessed.
Hey, experience can't be bought. This the energy you want. Yeah, this affirmative talk. Hey, destined for greatness, that's for certain. Time to build your life with purpose. Build your self-esteem and courage. Right now, it's a lifestyle, that's for sure. Good vibes and meditation from a real life coach. Let them know. Affirmations help to make a better you. Got you feeling incredible. Affirmative talk, come on through, let's go.